What's up everybody, welcome to the channel and welcome to my 2021 Ram 2500 heavy duty truck powered by the 24 valve 6.7 liter turbo diesel Cummins engine.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate.
Alright, so yes, I'm going to call this a build. No, I did not build this in my garage with my hands with 3 F350 frames and an engine from a Duramax. And no, man, I bought a 2021 Ram truck and I put some mods on it. And quite frankly, I got like 20 grand sitting in this truck here behind me. Let me explain and go over to you everything I've done to it. Alright guys, so this is not a SEMA build by any means. This is just my OEM plus daily driver build, if you will, based off a 2021 Ram 2500 HD Bighorn trim model truck, 6.7 liter turbo diesel Cummins, of course, crew cab, standard bed, 4-wheel drive, 373 gears, limited slip diff in the rear. Nothing crazy. This is not a crazy truck whatsoever. However, in my eyes, I see this to be pretty much done and completed. So I kind of wanted to go over with you guys, my new subscribers, and anyone else watching who should subscribe. I want to go over everything I've done to the truck to get it to this point, because I'll be quite frank, this truck was pretty ugly when we picked it up. Here's a couple photos here. And obviously we've done a lot of work at this point to get it to where she sits right now. Alright guys, so we do actually have a lot of performance stuff done to this truck also, but we're going to get to that stuff in the latter half of the video. This first half is going to be nothing but appearance and, you know, all the physical mods, if you will. First thing I want to talk about, just because it's a question I get almost every single day, man, is suspension setup. What suspension are you running? Well, this is completely stock. It's OEM, it's from the factory, it is straight off the frickin' shelf suspension. I didn't do anything to this truck yet, and I honestly don't know what I want to do, because I love how it sits, just honestly completely stock. However, I would love to shove like a set of 37s or something under this truck, and obviously I can't do that stock. So, but for right now, this truck is completely stock, and so we'll get with the wheel and tire setup real fast. Currently, we have a set of 20 by 10 fuel siege wheels and like a gunmetal gray finish, which I think is awesome. A -18 offset, which definitely gives it a little bit of poke. However, it's nothing crazy, right? This is a very daily driverable setup. We're rocking right now a set of a Toro Trailblade XT 33 by 1250 tires, and the best part about this, like I said, it's super daily driverable. It doesn't rub at all. So we've had a couple sets of 22 by 12s on this truck before, and they did rub, and honestly, this is my favorite set because A, it looks really good, but B, it doesn't rub at all. Like, it just drives perfectly. Anybody could get in this truck and just drive it. I don't have to worry about them rubbing if they turn too hard or curbing wheels anywhere. This is just like a perfect setup in my personal opinion. Going on from there, I want to talk about the windshield tint. So we do a windshield tint on pretty much every vehicle nowadays on the channel, which is awesome. This right here is my personal favorite setup. It is a 35 complete full shield tint, which looks awesome. We complemented that with 20% side windows, like up in the front here, to match the factory rear. And I mean, it's just freaking perfect. It looks good. Moving on from there, I want to talk about lighting, because we did pretty much change every single light on this truck. But first, let me turn the lights on. So we do have a lot of lighting mods on the truck, if you will. I turned them on for a purpose real fast. First thing I'll go over real quick is the mirror lights. So these are Boost Auto Parts switchback mirror lights from, well, Boost Auto Parts. They are white, you know, just driving around and everything, but they do light up amber, of course, for the turn signal and for the flashers, like you see right now. Next up, I want to talk about the cab lights. So believe it or not, these are OEM cab lights, but I did send them into Retro Shop to have them paint match Delmonico red, of course, and to have a white LED bulb like up inside there. So those come from the factory, of course, just black and with an amber light. Now we have them retrofit with a white light, and we also have them paint matched. And best part about them is it is super bright outside, and you could still see them. We had recons on the truck, you know, recently, and for the first like 2 years of the truck build, and they were pretty bad compared to these. These things are awesome. Moving up forward next, headlights themselves. So these are headlights from Alpharex. So these are the Alpharex Pro Series headlights. They also have switchback functionality for the turn signals and flashers. I think they're awesome. They are the cheapest set of Alpharex that you could buy for like $600 or $700. However, this is, I mean, in my opinion, perfect. That's all I need. So obviously black background and a tinted like front lens. Moving on from there, some fog lights. So these are not your factory fog lights. These are dynamic diode, or diode dynamics, it's one of those two. Diode dynamics, and same thing. They are super bright. A really, really, really nice upgrade to the front end of this truck being, I mean, just kind of upgrading this, because you saw in the stock photos, everything was like halogen yellow bulb. So that really made a big difference in there. Since we're up on the front of the truck, talk about the Ram letters right here. This grill, it's a factory Bighorn grill. Ram letters were chrome, so were these like C shapes around here, but we sent that stuff into Retro Shop and had him get the RAM color match Delmonico red. Then we did those C shapes in a black, which personally, once again, I think looks pretty awesome. So more stuff from Retro Shop, of course. We had them do the hood badging along the side, 2500 heavy duty. These were also chrome from the factory. We debadged the doors. So on the door panels, that's where you see RAM for Ram. Then you see the Cummins logo on the fender. I got rid of those as well. I think it looks a lot cleaner with having no badges along the side. That is of course, a personal opinion. From there, we did have the factory OEM running boards, and we replaced those also with a set of amps. So amp power research steps. These things are awesome. They've been a great upgrade personally, if you ask me. Had no issues with them, except I do have a light that went out on the other side. We'll talk about that at another time, but those things are freaking awesome. Coming along the back of the truck, I still do not have a bed liner. 20 G's in aftermarket stuff in this truck, and I still never put a bed liner in, but we'll get to that one day. Third brake light has been sent into Retro Shop and paint matched, believe it or not. Coming back this way. Tail lights also from Retro Shop, freaking paint matched. And so I did a Delmonico red, like literally everything, surround everything, and then we did a smoked lens. But it's smoked, but you could still see the light, which is nice. It's still super bright, which you can't beat. And then he obviously did like the Ram letters black on the inside there. And then this way, and you're also going to see a boo-boo that I did, but we did the back badge, of course, Delmonico red and black as well. Got rid of the chromeness there, and you can probably see here, since the truck is clean, I did actually dent the tailgate right there, pulling the old Ram badge off, which that part kind of sucks. All right, and then I'll be honest, I honestly think from the exterior perspective, that is everything I've done. I mean, the truck is fully ceramic coated and everything, so like that part's kind of nice. But as far as like exterior looking at mods, I think that's about it. Moving into the interior of the truck, I'm not going to go crazy because I really didn't do anything to the interior and it's kind of dirty right now. However, the only thing we did some last fit bulbs, because for some reason $60,000 trucks still come with halogen light bulbs. But on the inside, I really didn't do much. We are running like an Edge CTS3, like a monitor to monitor a bunch of stuff, of course. And then the only other thing we have on the inside is this little guy right here. That's our switch on the fly shifter for our 5 different tunes, because, well, you might be able to hear why. Because we got ourselves a nice 5-inch straight pipe exhaust. I mean, you got to have a little bit of fun. I wish I could get into more details on that. However, well, we all know can't really go through stuff like that. But so that's where a lot of money went. Engine-wise, exhaust-wise, that's kind of what we got going on. Like I said, I wish I could get into more details, but I can't. But you'll just kind of see that we're missing a couple parts that came factory on the truck. Also under the hood, we do have an S&B quarter intake, which I am a pretty big fan of. I do like the S&B stuff. Up underneath this way, I'll show you. We are running a full FAST system. So the truck is fueled by FAST, and we do have CAT conversion for the fuel filter and the water separator. And then if I keep coming underneath the truck, you'll see I do have a RevMax pan. So underneath that RevMax pan is actually a billet valve body. We're running a thermal bypass for the trans, which actually keeps this thing like at 130 degrees at all times, which I think is freaking awesome. And somehow that's it. Somehow that is all $20,000 of mods I got done to this truck. Now, I figured I'd be standing here for like an hour pointing out stuff and explaining it to you, but then I review my footage and see that I showed you guys like 4 things and was here for like 5 minutes instead. But I guess nowadays, 2023, 20 grand doesn't get you too far. So I'm pretty sure I covered everything that I actually did to the truck. I know like engine and performance and like tune wise like that, there's, you know, engine and trans wise, there's like 8 grand right there. So then you got wheels, put you up to 10. And either way, hope y'all like this. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe, join the family, join the Cummins Build. Love to have you guys with me. Give me a comment below. What would you like to see done to this truck? Because like I do think it's done right now. However, like we're not going to keep it this way forever. I would like to change it up for, for myself. So like it if you haven't, subscribe, join the family like I said, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
And if they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens.